I wanted to explain a little bit about why liposuction does not work on weight loss. On the average people's view, if you're sucking out fat, why am I not losing weight? Well, it's actually common sense. When we are obese, the fat tissue is everywhere. It's in between your guts, inside your muscle, inside your liver, of course under the skin too. So liposuction is only working on under your skin, and it's only on small area of your body.
Correct.
And this is why it's only like a bucket water out of the ocean. And this is why it only takes a few pounds off of 20, 30, 100 pound overweight. This is why it doesn't work.
For those of you who are going to be watching this on YouTube, and if you aren't watching it on YouTube, I recommend you go to YouTube to be able to watch this amazing hand motion I'm about to make. A pound of fat looks about this big, okay? So you have a pound of fat, and that looks like that on your body. If 5 pounds of fat looks about like this on your body, it is a lot of volume because muscle is more dense than fat. So losing weight can actually make you look a lot better, a lot faster than you would think.
Absolutely. And also, what is the harm? What exactly causes the disease-wise obesity does? Well, we know you've been mentioning diabetes. Look at this way. We usually consider diabetes as a permanent disease. If you're diagnosed with diabetes, you seem like you have to live with it, with medication, with insulin or whatever. Now, for majority of us Americans, the diabetes type 2 is actually an acquired disease later on in life. It's not something that happened early on in childhood or youth age. It is very much heavily related to obesity. So if we lose the weight, there's actually better sugar regulation, and your diabetes can be controlled or actually possibly disappear. High blood pressure is another one. Your heart has to pump a lot harder to support those adipose tissue, the fat tissue. There's so much more to supply the fuel too. So because of that, the heart has to work harder, and there's more stress to the heart. There's more likelihood of having high blood pressure, obesity, heart disease. Because you have fat, we were talking about you have fat everywhere. When you're obese, you have excessive fat everywhere. It includes inside the blood vessels. That is the cholesterol plaques, and those are heavily related to coronary artery disease. So obesity is one big risk factor for that.
And also, even if it's not disease we're talking about, but we're just talking about your frame. So let's talk about joints. Oh my goodness, your back problems that occur, the neck problems that occur, knees
hips.
give out, hips give out. It's really, I'm going to give an example of a colleague who made fun of me for eating, bird food and salad and things of this nature. And it's amazing. 3 weeks ago, all of a sudden, he was eating salad and birdseed along with me because his back hurt so bad, getting incapacitated for 3 weeks straight. And he came back and I said, you know what? I thought my taste buds were governing my lifestyle. It actually, my body is governing my lifestyle. I think I'm going to, join the fray and become more healthy.
That's right. And the next strategy for successful weight loss is enjoy healthier foods. Well, because obesity causes so many medical problems, eating healthier or losing weight is a way of health anyways. Healthier foods tend to have less calories and will promote weight loss. So if you can actually enjoy those foods,
Yes.
you can make a lifestyle change which will last.
And give it a fair shake. You will actually love food that you didn't used to love if you will stay away from the other foods that bombard your taste buds.
You don't even have to stay away from permanently. You can occasionally indulge a
Yes,
small portion of it.
but it resets. So here's the point that I'm making is that if you try this experiment at home, think of orange juice, for example. You drink orange juice. Orange juice by itself is essentially just sugar, okay? So I'm not recommending that you that as a healthy way to get your fruit. Just eat an orange. But nonetheless, it's very, very sweet, but slightly tart. Now, go make yourself some Kool-Aid, drink that, and then drink the orange juice. It tastes sour and watery. Okay, so the contrast in your taste buds makes you not like the orange juice, which is at least a little bit more healthy for you than your Kool-Aid with a cup of sugar in it is. So if you stay away as much as you can from the foods that are bombarding your taste buds too much, literally when I was losing my weight, my candy was fruit. When I had a pear or when I had an apple,
so good.
it just exploded in my mouth with so much taste, that I loved it way more than I would actually, because I actually mix back in, like Dr. Lee says. You know, I have some food that I truly enjoy, even popcorn at the movie sometimes, as long as it's within balance. But the point is,
as long as your body tells you you're okay with that.
Correct.
For some people, it is not.
Yes, agreed.
You know, if you are staying away from high salt, high sugar, high fat food for a while, your taste buds are going to get more sensitive and regain its ability that it had before. It doesn't need all these flavor to actually taste real food flavor.
Absolutely. So we're going to give some more health tips when we come back from break, and you may want to keep your pen and paper handy, because there's some real life good healthy ways to lose weight that really do just have to do with things we're talking about here. Is just thinking about it a little bit differently and maybe getting support from those around you to eat like you do so that you're not tempted. So don't go away. We'll be right back after the break. This is Kurt Wilhelm, the host, co-host of Ageless Living here on World Talk Radio Voice America, joined by...
This is Dr. Tong Lee. We'll see you right back.